Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiano, it's StoreyHausBooks as usual. Yes, it is Series Saturday. We are back to our Lapbook. This is part 23, and we are still decorating. Yes. Let's get started with a couple things. Some shout outs, of course. Shout outs for this week, we got Jill, Judy, Julie, Penny, Living Dead Mel, Joanne, Elsie, Emily, and Holly, and Penny. Thank you guys so much for your comments and your requests and your suggestions. I did make note of those. Speaking of requests, we do have a few that are going to be coming up in the Let Us Make Stuff Fridays, or in the series. We'll make a section for those. But recent requests are something for distress sprays. Absolutely. A junk journal series, actually a junk journal versus folios or lap books. A miscellaneous Monday, where I just throw something up there that I'm working on, because I got miscellaneous projects that I'm working on right now. Maybe I'll just throw up something that I'm working on, or a haul, or I don't know, just something miscellaneous. I'm also thinking about doing a What's New Wednesday, so that's when I will do my new creations of what's new in the shop and what I'm working on. I got another request from Mixed Media, the faux stamps. These little guys that I was showing you guys in the last video. These, right? Upside down. Or different variations of these. So yes, we will do one of those. I filmed one for Friday last night, and by the time I went and reviewed it to edit it, I was half out of the frame for almost the entire flipping video. So this is what I was making, and what I was going to show you guys were these. And they're, in Halloween theme, because it was Halloween last night, of course. And these are my trifold tags. I don't know if anybody else has done these. I'm sure somebody else has done something like this. So if you have seen a video with something like this, let me know, and I will make sure to put that link in my description and give that person credit, right? But I personally haven't seen a video like this. But these are my trifolds, and they open up like so. Oops. This one's got a little layered dangle on it with some mini tags. We can do a tutorial on these two. These are really simple. But they all open up like this. This one has got some stamping on it. Stencil work, inking, and it stays closed with a little label here. Open it up. You can't put another label here to really tight. But then we did some more stencil work on the inside, and look at all this journaling space. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the back is 5 different panels to journal on. And then it closes all back up like so. This one was with some stamping, and this is the distressed mica stain sprays that I use on here with some distress oxide and the villainous poison, I think it's called. But again, look at all that journaling space. Look how cute this came out. I love this. It came out with the black and the purple. Came out really cute, right? But again, just fold it up, and the label will hold it shut. Right? There's another one. This has got some mixed media on it. We've got the stamping, stenciling, and also some the texture paste and crypt all around it. This is how I also use the spiders and webs on this one. But I think this came out so cute. These are definitely going in the folios that I'm working on right now. Then we did a black one with the Lost Shadow Distress Oxide and the mica spray in a milled cider, which it doesn't translate, I don't think, as well on camera, but it's really red. And it looks really cool. Especially with this poison label here, kind of really brings it out. But yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys last night. But I couldn't put the video up because I was half out of frame for a majority of it. And that's just not cool, right? So we'll do a video on these trifolds tags next Friday. I think next Friday. Just what I wanted to give you guys a heads up. Sorry about this Friday. So my daughter broke down on the side of the road, Friday night. I'm sorry, not Friday night, but it's Thursday night, on the highway at night, coming home from work, and she didn't know where she was. Had to call a wrecker. He had to go find her. Took him an hour and a half to find her. Her father and I were just worried sick. Good news is he did find her, brought her home safely with the car, and I'll tell you the rest of the story as we're going along. It gets progressively worse for me. In my pocketbook. Yeah, it's totally sucks right now. But anywho, that is our intro. I think it's enough. It's long enough. Let me put these to the side. Things that we will be working on soon. Over here. Also, another little thing, I think next Saturday, I'm going to do a live video or a live stream. So next Saturday, for Series Saturday, we are going to do a live, my first live streaming. I'm going to do it at, I think I'm going to do it at 9 or 10 a.m. That way our friends in Europe and as far as New Zealand and Australia will be able to join at a decent hour, hopefully. So put that on your calendars. Next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern. I will be doing a live video. We'll be working on this. It'll be part 24. And you guys can ask me questions. I'll do my best to answer them as we go. So we'll be probably decorating and making the ephemera or the tags and the journaling cards that goes in here, hopefully, to finish this girl up. Also, hopefully, we'll be able to get to the closure and the cover art, and she'll be done and be put up for adoption. Okay, so where are we right now? Well, last time we met, we worked on a lot of cluster work. I put the journal back in here because I wanted to make sure we didn't get too bulky to put her back in, okay? So she's going to stay in for the majority of the rest of the filming, right? Okay, so we've got this part decorated pretty much. I believe we're done over here. Let's just double check. Okay, the envelopes are done. These slides are done. The pockets are done. This pocket's done. Let's see. These are all done. I think these are done here. These are done. I'm not gonna do anything with those. I like the butterflies the way they are, and I like the paper. Same thing with the journal cards. We're gonna leave those as they are. Maybe a label. Maybe a label. This we're gonna leave as is. This will do some decorating on this card. These are done here. These green photo frames, and this is done in the front. Okay, and of course we're not gonna do anything with the journal because it's done as it is. We need to put a library card inside with some Rolodex cards in there. We've got our spine little specimen flip out folder here. And that's looking pretty cute. So we are down to these last two panels here. So in this one, we need to decorate the envelopes here. These envelopes here. Inside of here, we're not going to do anything. I like the way it is. I might put a label on here, if anything. Maybe. I don't want to take away from the paper because it's so busy that, I don't know, maybe a label. Maybe. I have these transparent labels that might look cool right there. Maybe. I don't know. But I really kind of want to leave that alone. Same for these pockets over here. I like the stitching, stamping that we did, and I don't want to take away from that either. So definitely these envelopes here. On the inside, I was thinking about this. I have some faux book plates that I printed. I don't remember where I got these, so I'm sorry. I've had them for quite a while. I will see if I can try to find it where I got these. Some of these are from My Porch Prints. These older ones here in the back, like this here, are from My Porch Prints, I believe, which might work because they're so the dark brown may work with this. But I was thinking maybe of putting these faux book plates on. So either these in the brown, right? Or I also have them in this rusty, grungy metallic. But I'm kind of looking at these and I'm kind of thinking these might be better if I do this. So this is what I'm thinking. Something like that is a thought. And then instead of using brads, we'll use the my Ranger enamel dots, if I could find them. Here we go, enamel accents. This right here is called enamel accents. This is from Ranger. It's kind of like, it comes out like puffy paint, but as you saw in this element here, if you look here, once it dries, it looks like acrylic or look like brads without the bulk, right? So that's what I'm thinking for these. Put these book plates on, and then And these little circles, to use this, if we go that direction. Okay, sorry guys, I had to pause because my daughter just got home from work. Had to hear about her day. Anywho, so these are the booklets that I was thinking. So there's that option in the you know, printed brass looking kind. Or there's these that are a little more grungy that I thought could work as well. Maybe not the blue one so much. Or maybe that won't work there. But there's this option too. I think I'm favoring the other set. What do you guys think? Let's see what else we got in here. That one. And we got, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm favoring the other set, to be honest, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think I'm favoring the other set. Okay. But yeah, let's do the book plates. We'll do the book plates. We're going to do those last because those, we can do them now, but we can't put the enamel set or the enamel dots on until the end of the video because they have to sit overnight. So we'll end the video with that. And we'll use those book plates I pulled out. Okay? Alright, and then we'll probably stamp those before we put them on as well. So we'll figure out that here shortly. And then, oops, put this away. Well, okay. Let's see where we're going with this stuff. Let's go ahead and do these book plates. Oof, we are pushing maximum density, y'all, on this thing. Put that over here. Alright, if we're going to stamp, let's get our little stamper out here. Okay, so we're going to grunge them up a little bit and distress them some more. So let me get my skizzers. And first we're going to rough up the outside edges. Just kind of scrape them. It gives them a little bit of depth and dimension. Some texture as well. Now, should we stamp them or put a label on them? Now, you don't have to distress them like I do. It's up to you. And you've heard me say I'm not your mama. Do what you like, please. This is what I like. Or this is what I like for this. This is what I'm going to do. You can also do this with a sander or a piece of sandpaper or an emery board as well. And I know Tim Holtz makes a de-stressor for paper edges like this, but I don't personally see the need to purchase that. I've got my scissors. All right, so we're going to use did I bring it over? I know I did, but where did I put it? It is right there. That's what I'm looking for. A scorched timber and distress ink, and we're just going to ink these up. And I think we're going to speckle them too, because that middle plate part looks a little too clean for me. No, we could use some, I've got some foundry wax to bring out that metal. Should we do that? It'll give it a more, it'll give it a metallic surface. It might look kind of cool. Maybe we'll test it out and experiment. Because I've always got more of these that we can use if we mess one up. And there we go. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to experiment? Let's see. Do we want to experiment? Do we want to experiment? Kind of brush these out a little bit. And let's do some speckling on there. I've got some vintage photo and archival ink here. And my speckle stamp that came from, what is that? Part of a label. My speckling stamp that I use that came from Tim Holtz's examination stamp set. And just a, you know, a little bit here and there. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. That's plenty. That's plenty for now. All right, let's do, you want to try that boundary wax? I think I want to try it. And I think I actually want to cut this down. Why did I cut it like this? That's not actually the edge of the book plate. It's right here. I think I cut it that way just to finish cutting quicker. So let's actually cut this properly. And then I think we're going to experiment on this one with that foundry wax and see what we get. What do you think? Why not? Right? Why not? Let's play. Okay, I think it might be difficult because it's such a tiny little edge, but I think I want to try it. So let me grab, I'm going to do it in, so this is foundry wax. Sorry, let me hit the camera. This is foundry wax from Distress here. And this is in the color Mind. And this is the color we're going to get. I think I might want something different than that. I've also got Statue, which is kind of a coppery color. And then we have Gilded, which is more gold. I think, oh, what the who. Let's try that one and see what it looks like, yeah? And I need a paintbrush. Let me find one here that's tiny. Sorry, guys, I don't think I have my arms in the middle of the camera. 1 second, let me find a small, tiny one here. All right, we'll try this one here. All right, so the way this works, let me shake this up, get the wax going. The way this works is it comes out as a liquid, and you brush it on to the surface. Then you actually take your heat tool, heat it up, and it transforms it into this real shiny, metallic looking media, which looks really cool. I did it on some gilded frames that I made with some texture paste, and then used this foundry wax on it, and they look super cool. They look super cool. I love them. I'll show you later because I used them in some of my spooky folios that I finally are almost finished with. Okay, let's give this a whirl. I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Alright, I think that's, oops, sorry. Is that close enough? See if that will stay. Oops, not really. Hang on a second, you guys. I'm so sorry. Let me pause and fix this real quick. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I think this is shaken up enough, I think. Oh, not really. It does settle, so you have to shake it up really good. Okay, I've got 1 more hour left before I have to go to work. So, alright, so we're going to just squirt some out here. You don't want to do this where there's like a fan going because it does dry really fast. And we want to keep it a liquid. So we're going to just take our little paintbrush and we're going to brush it on where we want it. Yeah? And you want to do it as quickly as possible as you can. And just painting it on, yeah? Just paint it onto where you want the effect, right? See, it's already starting to solidify over there. Maybe we should have done a little bit less so it doesn't get wasted. Yeah, it's already solidified. I don't really, it's kind of difficult to work with once it dries up. But I'm still going to try because I don't want to waste it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to just go around here like this with it. And I'm going to squirt out a little bit more. Just a tiny bit. And hit these edges one more time with it. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. Okay, then maybe just a little more right here. Okay, let me see if I can get a little bit more right there. Okay. Alright, so now we've covered the edges that we wanted to use it on. Let me get that little extra off of there. Okay. Once it dries off your brush, you just kind of like brush it out, flick it off, it'll come right off onto your fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my heat tool. So this is what it looks like right now. Okay. You can see this a little bit of metallic sheen to it. I'm going to use my heat tool, take it over that, and then I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Alright, you guys, I went and used my heat tool on it, and now it comes out this really shiny. You guys can see that. Does it focus on here? This real kind of shiny metallic gives it a little some dimension, right? Versus this. So what do you guys think? I'm not sure, kind of like both of them. Let's see how they look in the book. How about that? Knowing that will help me decide. Okay. Alright, be careful about the little flecks of wax because it will get everywhere. Just going to wipe that up real quick before it gets all over the cover. We don't want that for sure. Do not want this stuff to get on the cover because it will not come out. Fingers too. I don't want to smear that on there. Just get on my fingers a little bit. Okay. I think we're all right. Yeah, we're good. All right, so let's open up to the middle here and see what we think. I'm going to back up a little bit. Okay. And let's see what we think. So we have the plain brown here, or the metallic. And if I'm honest, I think I like... Let me bring you guys down and see what you think. I think I like the brown, just the plain brown. Or maybe if this was a different color, like maybe if it was the gilded color, the brass, I might have liked it better. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the brown, distressed. So let me grab another one to replace that one. Go. Okay, moving on. Let's distress this one really quick. I'm going to back you guys back up a little bit. Okay. All right. We'll speckle that. Let's close this up for a second. And then we are going to stamp these, I believe. And speckle this one first. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So let's do... what do I want to stamp them with? I've got just the eclectic and the field notes. Let's go that way with it. So this is eclectic and field notes all kind of mixed together. So let me get another thing to stamp on because that's kind of... excuse me, guys, let me grab something to stamp on here. Get some scrap papers. Oh, we just come here. Okay. All right. We got 6 of these, yeah. And we want to do numbers. Probably. Let's see, there's one. Let me get my block over here. And we're going to go with archival ink in black soot. Okay. There's another. Keeping this simple. Okay. So another. Sure, we got plenty of numbers in here. I just want to find the larger ones. There's one here. Did that one. Let's see what else have we got. Do we have this one in here? Yeah, we do. All right, let's check the other bin here. Let's see what's in here. Here's another larger one. I think. Use that one too. Okay, and this one, stay on there. Go here. Okay, oops, sorry about that. And one more number we need. How about this one fit on there? I don't know if this will fit. No, not a little too big. Just a smidge. Come on, I know we got one more number here somewhere. How about this one? Have you used this one yet? I don't think so. Nope, not yet. Okay. And there we go. Alrighty. Like I said, I'm keeping that simple. Alright, well, let's put these in. And like I said, we'll come back and put the enamel dots or enamel accents on at the end of the video, so I can let it sit overnight and cure. Okie dokie, let's get in here, put these on. And I'm going to use art glitter glue for this. Here. On here, it doesn't really matter which goes where, right? I'm good with that. That looks fine to me. Okay, so let's put these on. Do I like that? Now I'm rethinking it. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have left them plain. I'm second guessing myself, you guys, on these. Because now I feel like it looks too busy with the stamps on it. Versus leaving them blank. I should have left them blank. I have enough to cover these back up. I like them blank. I don't know about you guys, but I like them blank. I like the contrast. I do. I'm sorry. We're gonna go blank with these. I know I wasted time on that, but sorry. Not sorry. There we go. Okie dokie. Sorry about that, you guys. I thought I'd just distress these, and I don't even think I'm going to speckle them, as a matter of fact. I don't think I will. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Where is my distress? I want to speckle them a little bit. Just a little. Yeah, we'll do them a little bit. We'll do a light speckling on them, and then we will leave them with no stamping. Just a little hit. Not too much. I think I even speckled them too much the last time. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay. And we are going to distress them again, so let's just scrape the edges real quick. I'm sorry I wasted time on that, you guys. I apologize. But I really like them better this way. I really do. The contrast is what is getting me. I felt with the stamp, it really looks too busy. Let's just scrape them all, and then we'll just ink them all at the same time. Okay. I mean, heck, I would have put metal book plates on it, but that would definitely add too much bulk. Even though it would have looked really cool. Would have looked cool. So, more on the car story. So, got it towed home, and that was expensive, of course. Got it towed home, and it seemed to drive okay when he took it off the tow truck. So I tried to drive it to Firestone this morning. Got it on the side of the road. Had to get towed again. Cost even more this time. They get towed to the Firestone where I get my cars worked on. After being there all day, they still couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, so I had to stay overnight. So I had to call out of work, my second job last night. And my daughter couldn't go to work. She ended up going to her party because she had took an Uber, and that was like $50 each way. So there goes another chunk of money out the door. So this morning, I didn't hear anything from the mechanic. Called up there. Oh, we still don't know what's wrong with it. We're still looking at it. Finally, I get a call at noon. Sorry, we don't know what's wrong with it. It's passed all of our tests. You're going to have to take it to a dealership. So I had to get it towed again. So I got it, scheduled to be towed to the Nissan dealership. Well, they don't show up at the scheduled time. So now, my appointment that I had for today got pushed till Monday. Because they're closed on Sundays. He finally shows up as I'm leaving the dealership as they're closing. So I got a rental car that I had to now get for 3 days. Just so I could go to work, my daughter can go to work, and we have some transportation. And you guys know taking something to the dealership is just going to cost me an arm and a leg. I'm just so scared right now. So basically, we've spent, hundreds and hundreds of dollars just on towing and Ubers, just to find out we don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah. So I'm a little miffed about that, and scared at the same time. Because I don't know what we're going to do if it comes back. I'm scared it's going to be thousands of dollars, and then we're done. I don't know what we're going to do if that happens. So, but luckily, he did bring it to the dealership right as I was leaving, so I was able to get my equipment out for my second job, like my work badge and the equipment that I need to work out of the car, so I can go to work tonight. And I have to leave in about 45 minutes. So, let's see how far we can get in 30 minutes. Alright. We're just putting these in the middle here. I really hope we get more done than just these book plates. Okay, I'm liking that. Is that straight? Straight? Yeah, straight. Alright, last one here. So it's not a total loss. I mean, at least you guys got to see what it looks like to use foundry wax, right? And then make the decision about the stamping. I think I like this much better, y'all. It's not as busy, and I like the contrast with the blank space. Alright, we're done with that. Okay, so these guys, what are we going to do with these envelopes? Okay, I was thinking labels, right? With the wood pieces. I'm scratching the wood pieces because we're getting too bulky. We just can't. It's because we still have to put the tags and stuff in here, and it's just not, it'll look cute, but I just don't think it'll work to add that much in here, because right now it's already pushing it, right? We still have to put all the cards and everything in it. So we're going to go with simple labels, I think, or maybe some washi tape, I think might be a good idea as well. I found this measuring tape that I thought might look cool on here. So let's take a look at that and see what this looks like first. So I got this from Tim Holtz. It's just measuring tape and a canvas material. So I was kind of thinking about something like this on here. Let me think. I kind of dig it. I just really like this canvasy material. I think it goes. And then maybe something over here. I'm doing it. Doing it, totally doing it. May regret it later. Who knows? Alright, so this would go right here. I think I'm going to grunge it up a little bit. With some scorched timber, just a little, make it a little dirty. And then we need our Fabri-Tac, which is of course not in front of me. Here it is. I'm going to put this Fabri-Tac on, and then I'm going to smear it around with my finger to make sure it gets all over it. And I also don't want it seeping through too much through the fabric if I put too much of a big glob on it. I'm digging on that. do you guys think? Hmm? Sorry, I got a little bit of glue on top there. What do you guys think? I like that. Okay. So we'll do that, and we'll do another piece on this side, I think. We may add some more to it. We may add a label to the flap there. Let's go to 11, a little past 11. Oops. Alright, let's put this back in here. Okay, this wasn't a bad idea, I don't think. Let's dirty it up a little bit. I was thinking stickers or tape or something just to keep the bulk down, but still give it something, right? A little bit of a pop, and I kind of like this tape. Okay, smear that out a little bit. All right, carefully put this down. Right there. Let's get this glue off the fingers. Flatten that out. Is it straight? Yeah, okay. Here we go. All right, I kind of like that, but I still think it's a little bare. It needs something. I don't hate that. What do you guys think? More book plates? We could do that. Maybe the ones that we just stamped so we don't waste them. What do you think? No, I think I would still like them blank. Let's see if I've got any in here that we can use. I think something a little bit narrower like that, maybe. I'm looking, you guys. I'm looking. No. And I hope I didn't use them all. I might have. Messing around. Well, you don't know until you try, right? So, we tried and did not like. That one or that one? I don't like the black one. That one might work. Or we do two of the same. I may have run out of them, you guys. Here's one. Okay, I think that's all I've got, unless we do the stamped ones. Or if we go with the metal, grungy looking ones, like this. Which do we like better? Kind of dig on these too. I like these. We're gonna go with these, I believe. What do y'all think? I think so. I like them. That one or this one? I think that one. This one. Well, I like that one better, I think. Okay, we're going with it. Alright. Guys know the drill. We're going to distress these up. And we are not going to stamp these. We will speckle them, but not stamp. Let's go. Some more inking over here. Yeah, okay. that's on there straight. It is not. Oh, let me put that on crooked. Alright, I think we're good right there. Okay. Let's get some more distress on here. Alright, and let's do a speckle there. There we go. I like that. Okay, next one. Where'd you go? I know I threw it somewhere. Here we go. Just taking the time, you guys. I'm gonna have to stop in about 30 minutes. Let's see. Okay. Alright, let's do a little stamp. Okay. Put that right there. Let's get that straight. Just a little smidge off, I think. Alright, I think we're okay there. Alright, what do you guys think? I think that's good for now. I might put something here. Maybe a mushroom or something there, but let's keep going for now. Alright, we did these inside guys. We're going to put enamel dots on those in a minute. For this one, I was thinking some... actually, I was thinking about using these. Remember these that we die cut? I think the last video? And then put maybe a mushroom or something and then like cut half of this and then something in the middle as a point of interest or focal point. What do you guys think? I think I like that idea. I don't think I want to use the whole thing, but maybe like 2/3 of it, you know, or maybe even less. Yeah, I think we'll use about that much. Okay. And I'm going to use glue stick for this. So I'm going to grab this page here. So I want to get these little spikes off of here. Make sure they get glued down flat. You don't want those sticking up and getting snagged, right? Okay, let's try this. I can get it off the paper. Like so. I have it on the right side? No. Do I? I don't know which side is the right side. This side. Okay. I couldn't see where the glue was for a second. Come on, stick down. Stay down. I'm actually going to use my glue stick here to rub it down here. Because it was sticking to my fingers. I think on that. Okay, let's grab another piece here, and we're going to cut it the same way. We're going to do it on the other side, I believe, and maybe we'll use the other side of it. Just so they don't look matchy-matchy. Yeah? But I kind of like this side better. I do like this side better. Okay, we're going to do it. Doing it, totally doing it. Right there, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go in the direction of the spikes here. Make sure they get covered. And hit the edges really well. Down the middle. As long as the edges and the little spikes are done, don't have to cover the whole thing. I don't think. And I'm taking it away from the edge a little bit. I don't know why, I just kind of like it to be that way. for this. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I am now. Alright, let's roll that down and make sure that's on there really well. I think it is. Okay, yeah, I think we're good there. I'm gonna roll this one again. I think we're good here. Okay, what do you guys think? I like it. I like it, I like it. Okay, what's next? I think we should a focal point, right? So what should we use as a focal point? Now, I've got some more linen tape that we can use, and I thought maybe we could put on top of that, but I think that might be a little much. Let me cut off a piece and see what I think. So if I don't like it, I can always use it somewhere else. Do I like it? I can't tell because it won't lay flat. Kind of like it. So it's either that or I grab something out of field notes here, like a butterfly or something. So let's see, we got that, or we do something like that instead. Or maybe the mushroom would be better. Thinking I might like the mushrooms better. Or a smaller butterfly. How about that and a butterfly? Because I have both. Ugh. Let's stretch for it. I've got these tiny Tim Holtz butterflies. So something like, that's a little too big still. Something even smaller. There we go. Something like that. So it's either that or this. I think we're going that way. Yep, we're doing that way. Alright, so let's scrunch these up. Get them all nice and inked, and then we'll pick out some for this one up here. Alright, I'm going to use art glitter here. Okay. Then our butterfly. Our teeny tiny butterfly. It's so teeny. Okay. There we go. Should we speckle just a little on the mushroom, I think. There we go. Let's see how we do the envelope itself. Yep. Okay. I like. Alright, let's pick out another mushroom and another butterfly for the other one. Or something completely different. I think I'm going with the mushroom though. Yeah, I'm not really digging on the putting flowers on here for some reason. Okay, I like that one. And let's pick a butterfly. A little one. I had to find a tiny one. Let's see. So blue and brown and green one I think will work. Let's see what other ones we got. Ooh, we got a really little one. Here. We could put two on there. One like right there. And then this one here. Is that too much? Let's see if I have another little teeny one in here. I have another little teeny one. I'll put two teeny tiny ones on there. Two teeny tiny ones. Let's see if I have one more tiny one. Let's see. Do I? Do. Like that one right there, but I think that might be a little much. I don't think I have anything else smaller. Oh, I did this one. There we go. I think I like that one. That one or this one? Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that one, I think. That one right there. Come here. Get in my hand. Oh, it's so tiny. I think I'm gonna put that one there, actually. I am. Oh, there's a little tiny one right there. I think that's too much over there. Okay, stop it. Overthinking again. Who, me? Never. I would never overthink this. That is just crazy talk. That is just crazy talk. All right. Should we put a label? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see here. I've got some teeny tiny ones over here that might work just for giggles. All right, where are my tweezers? Use this one. This one's here. Let's see. I've got some like really teeny ones in here. Like something like that, maybe. And one for the other side that doesn't say the same thing. Let's see, I've got a number over there. Like, let me see. I'm looking, guys, I'm looking. I got these little tiny labels. Like that. There. Yeah, I dig that. Let's do it. We're not going to overthink it, right? Right. Alright, so let's glue down or distress our butterflies and get them glued down. Put these labels away. Because we're not overthinking, right? Right. I'm going to go to work and go, why are your fingernails all black and gross? Because I was playing with my papers. Please tell me I'm not out of frame. Okay, good. It's like I don't want another incident like last night. I do all this filming and it's for naught. Alright. Put you on here. Kind of going this way. Okay, and we're going to do you. Put you right about there, I think is good. Yes, I like it. All right, let's do this up here. And this is all tip holds ephemera, by the way, if I hadn't already said. I think I did, but those of you who might have missed it. Right here. We'll give that a little speckle job. Yep. Okay, butterflies next. this one with the glue. And I had you positioned right about there, I believe. Okay. And the teeny tiny label. This is what I stamped. I am not sure which stamp I got this number 2 from. I want to say it's a Crafted by Tony one. And the label itself, the label shape itself, I think is Crafted by Tony. Pretty sure, but I'll have to go look it up. Okay, this one we're going to go right about... Maybe we should do it like right here, like a figure 1, figure 2 kind of deal. Yeah, I like it there. Oh, it came off my finger. Is it straight? Yeah. Straight-ish. Okay. That one will stay right there. You'll stay right there. And I think we're done here. All right. Pretty good. Okay, what are we doing on time? We are at a little over an hour. Let's go for a few more minutes, see what else we can do here. All right, so we've got the book plates done. Let's go ahead and put the enamel dots on, and we're going to call this a video because we got these done and both the envelopes and this done. We will work on these next. I think I'm going to decide what I was going to do with the frames. I think I'm going to use stickers to keep the bulk down, and then we can do some designing with that. Maybe some stencils as well. Okay? So, next episode, we're going to work on these here. That should finish this up. And then the final episode, before we do the tags and ephemera, tags and journal cards, we'll finish this one. We're going to finish this one. We're doing this one in one episode. I may come back and do this later tonight so we can smash it all together if I'm not too tired. But let's do the enamel dots now so that can set and cure overnight. Or for the next 4 or 5 hours anyway. Okay, let's see. I'm going to open this up so it'll sit flat. Can I do that? No, I can't. Okay, it's going to sit like this. Alright. Hopefully this won't move too much. Alright, so to do this, you don't want to shake it. You don't want any air bubbles getting into it. This is what I'm doing. Like that. It comes out like puff paint if you're old enough to remember what that is. And just pull up on it to make sure you get a nice bead on there. And once they're a little bit drier, I will press them a little bit to make them a little flatter. To look more like Brad's. See? Easy peasy. But we get the Brad look without the feet in the back. Yeah? Oh, you know what would have been cool also? If I don't think I have enough of them, but the screw heads, the Tim Holtz screw heads would have looked cool here as well. There we go. Alright, we're going to let that set and cure overnight, you guys, and call this a video for now because I cannot move this at this point now that these are down. So we've got the book plates on. We got both sets of envelopes decorated. So the next one is we're going to finish up the 8 Pocket Wonder. We'll finish the file folders, and then we'll start working on panel 4, finish that up, and then we'll start making the tags and the journaling cards. That's going to take us a little bit as well. And then the final part will be the closure and the cover art. Okay, so hopefully maybe 2 or 3 episodes left, maybe. Alright, so I'm going to see you guys tomorrow in a Sunday series. Sunday, we're going to work on our grungy folio recreate some more. I'll be filming that first thing in the morning. So it'll be out Sunday evening. And don't forget, next Saturday, we're going to be doing my first live stream, I think. I'll let you know if I change my mind tomorrow. Okay? With that note, if you're new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll get notified anytime I upload new content. Also, if you like the video, please hit the like button, share it, leave me a comment. You know it's my favorite thing in the world is reading those comments and replying and interacting with you guys. If you're making anything, my Instagram information is in the description below. Also in the description below will be a list of supplies that I used tonight, as well as a link to our Etsy store and to our Ko-fi site where you can download free ephemera. I just uploaded 10 vintage ledger pages, so go check that out. And I think that's it for tonight. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!